Hello, friends and neighbors. Welcome back. Farming Simulator 2013 with me, Akiic to the head. We are back on the old family farm, looking beautiful as always. When we last left off, we just got through harvesting a field over there, and we are hard back at work. You can see my brother Alan is cultivating the field, and Philip is hard at work at harvesting the field. If we take a quick look as a reminder to everyone, you can see that the first half of our fields are ready. Field 15 is also part of this, but it's not quite ready. The potatoes aren't quite ready, but they should be by the time we get through with these fields here. And as you can see, the rest of the fields are doing quite well as well. So as soon as we get these refertilized and seeded, and as they start growing, then these will be ready as well. So that's where we stand. You can see that we got mainly barley because when we last left off, the great demand was there was going to be another barley great demand. I don't know if that's still the case. Yes, it is. In 3 days, 22 hours, we'll have another great demand for barley, as well as potatoes and pigs. So as a quick reminder, let's just tab through and see what all we have. Oh, we got snow or hail coming up in a couple days. Go through here. You can see that we've got 15,000 barley still banked in the silos. We've got 10,000 canola, 7,000 chaff, 4,000 of corn, no forage, grass, hay, or potatoes or silage. That's not exactly correct because some of the silos does contain grass. Well, I think our grass is empty, as a matter of fact. That may not be the case. We'll have to go over and look. 25,000, almost 26,000 straw, 4,000 sugar beets, and 16,000, almost 17,000 of wheat. And if we continue to go through, there's 2 tabs on there, remaining silage. That's what we have remaining in the cap over there for silage. We'll just go through here some more. Yeah, as you can see here, grass is empty, but we do have 7,000 in the chaff silo. Carrying 30 eggs on us. Sheep, as you can see, we don't own any. Chickens, we own 76. There's 3 eggs we can go pick up. We just started the game, so they're at 0% productivity. Pigs, you can see we're up to 13. By the time the great demand comes, we should have quite a few pigs that we will be able to sell. You can see that they're topped off almost everything, including the straw. As with the chickens, their productivity is 0% as we have just started, and cows the same way, 0% productivity. The mixed rations, you can see they are quite high now, so we don't need to worry about feeding them for a while. All we need to worry about is water. But water they still have quite a bit as well. Crops in the area, grass. Now this is part of the soil mod, the soil maintenance mod. So that's not active on this map, so we don't need to worry about it. We're not in the vehicle, and that's just the current prices and stuff over the next days and stuff of their highs and lows, so you can kind of help track it better. So let's go ahead and get in our truck. We can see that Philip's almost ready to empty the seed out of that. We can come over here and get ready to offload that from him. Looks like my brother is missing some of the stuff on there, so we may have to touch that up a little bit, but we have time to do that. So welcome back, everybody. I'm glad you are back. I hope you guys are having a good time. Took a little break from this just to get a subscriber special going on for the Idaho Timber Edition map. Got a couple episodes of that up, and I wanted to jump back over and get a few more of these put out for you as well. Been really playing a lot of private games this time, not so much recording. Took a little me time. I've been on night shift the last week. I'm currently on 4 days off, so I just needed a little unwinding me time. So I wasn't able to get the films out like I wanted to. Not only that, but we were experiencing that 95% processing bug by Yahoo currently, or not Yahoo, YouTube, sorry, where there was a bug in the YouTube video processing process that videos will get stuck at 95%. There's no rhyme or reason. They have identified it though, according to the Google employee that helped me get my videos unstuck. They have identified it, and they are currently working to get a fix put in place for it. So hopefully it won't happen again. I did have my latest 7-day to die video last night get stuck in a processing phase for a little while. It was full 1080p ready to be viewed, but it was stuck at 95%. I did go and report it, but shortly after I reported it, it unfroze, so I went ahead and deleted my request for help. There was no reason for it anymore. So it appears that we are okay for the time being, so let's hope it stays that way. So without further ado, we're back into Old Family Farm. Now, I did find some disturbing news the other day. I was looking at some more realistic mods and stuff, and I was at another site, American Eagle Mods, and the more realistic weather mod had popped up on there. So I started looking into it, and big red bold print stated that more realistic weather mod was actually an April Fool's joke, and it doesn't actually do anything. So I kind of confused now, because everywhere else I read they said it does function, it does work, and we did experience some unexplained weather phenomenon earlier in the season, but then American Mod says that it doesn't work. So I'm a little confused. So if there's anybody out there that does have experience with that mod, tell me one way or the other whether it does work or whether it doesn't work. I'd be much grateful. Obviously, if it doesn't work, then we'll uninstall it. It's unnecessary to load, and we'll just get rid of it. But if it does work, I'd hate to get rid of it and miss out on something. Excuse me while I take a drink of my coffee. Now, it seems like the big buzz about town right now is Farming Simulator 15. I'm not going to lie, I myself am very excited for this mod. I've been watching a lot of the videos. There was a nice Gamescom video that was about 8 or 9 minutes long that really detailed a lot of the scenery and the tractors and stuff. And I must admit, the vehicle details are just astounding. Now, the ground textures and the foliage and stuff, to me, doesn't look like it's received any upgrades. It looks the same as in 2013. Excuse me. But the vehicles and the animations and stuff are just completely mind-blowing in my opinion. They just look so nice. So I'm really excited to get it. I haven't pre-ordered it yet. I'm trying to find the best deal. Now, with Amazon, supposedly you get an extra vehicle and some extra other functions. Giants, you get it's a little cheaper than a lot of other places. I know you can pre-order it on Steam now as well. I'm just trying to find the best deal. Maybe if I'm going to get some extra vehicles, it might be Amazon in the end, but I'm still keeping my options open. But I will get it probably here in the next week or so. I'll probably pick it up. Other than that, everything's been going good at the home front. Just a lot of work, night shifts, like I said. So I'm on 4 days off, like I said, recuperating, just trying to relax and get back into swing of things, because on Monday morning I will be back at work with early shifts from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. And come on, you want to start? There you go. Let's put that pipe back in. Now, these two fields are wheat, I believe. Is that correct? Yes, they are. Okay. So we'll get Philip going on this field. And I think the best way of doing is we got that creek down at that end. We're going to go this direction. And we'll just get him set back up and in place. And let him go. Now we'll go empty this. I can see Alan is still hard at work getting that field cultivated. We'll have to collect some straw here. What I'm thinking about doing is actually these couple fields here. I'm not going to collect the straw. We're just going to cultivate it in to help with the the fertilization and stuff like that. I know it doesn't really make a difference, but we're going to pretend it does. So let's go dump this off. The grass is all grown back from when we harvested it and cut it. And let's get this into place. And get the mirrors turned on. Not that we can see or anything, but... And we are there. Let's dump this. Okay. So we're getting up there in cows. Everything's doing pretty good. How are we doing on funds? Let me turn the HUD back on. Gotta remember what does it. There we go. So we're up to 28,000. We do got quite a few great demands that are coming up though that will or should really boost our funds. We've got pigs, we've got potatoes, and we've got the barley. So I'm not too concerned about the funds right now because I think we're going to really hit our stride here shortly. So our main concern is just keeping up the equipment that we have, as most of our equipment is old, maintenance wise and stuff. We got to make sure they stay running. And how are we doing over here? He's missing quite a bit. I'm not sure why he's missing that much. Now, it's strange. If I don't turn auto tractor on, this is what happens. We miss these ends. If I do auto tractor, then he usually gets these ends, but then for some reason he kind of like puts a big curve in it. So it's one of those things you got to get the settings just right. Now, I myself, I prefer auto tractor and auto combine. I don't load maps anymore without them. I have to have those in there, as I'm a big firm believer of those mods. Let me just quickly, let me shut him off for a minute. Let's just turn auto tractor on, and we'll keep this going back and forth. We want this direction because he's going down there now. Now the turn angle, all this will leave. Work width, let's lower. Well, it won't let you lower the work width. Reverse, not sure what that does. Not sure what those things do, but let's give it a try, see how he does. So this way, when you got auto tractor on, what is happening now? Oh, I did something here. I hit key 6 or something, caused it to... Not sure where the default was on that, but let's get this back into place. He's trying... Oh, I must have hit that to where he'd switch. And let's go back again. There we go. Now he seems to be back on it. So this should eliminate the problem down here at the end where he misses. We'll check on him in a few minutes and see how that is. And just make sure, you know, crap, we gotta drive over the crops. I hate doing this, but we'll try to make it as quickly and painless as possible. Try to miss most of it. Whoop, back up a little bit. There we go. Now we'll check on them down there in a few minutes as soon as we get this offloaded and out of the way to see how he's done on the end, see if he still misses or if he picks it up. And how are we doing on time? 15 minutes in. So about halfway done, not too bad. Let's move the truck out of the way. There we go. And did he pick this up down here? I believe he should have. Yes, he's picked it up now, so he's got this. So auto tractor will work to get all this details down here. I'm not sure why without it, why the hired help leaves this down here. It's like he picks it up too soon. I'm not sure why that is, but he picks it up too soon, which leaves these little end blocks. Let's see, make sure he gets it down here as well. So like I said, I prefer Auto Tractor. I really like the functionality of Auto Tractor. There's still little tweaks I have to figure out. There's still little things that seem that it doesn't work exactly right to me. Now you can see he's already started his curve. It has something to do with the way he's turning and stuff, so I may have to change the turn radius and stuff. That should eliminate that problem, but you can see he's starting to put his curve in there now. And then it gets more pronounced as each pass goes by. So now, as we are almost to the end, it won't matter too much, but when he gets down here, then he'll swing out, and when he comes back in, he'll swing back in again, and you'll get a larger and larger bow in your cultivating each time. Yeah, it has something to do with this turn radius. He's not going out far enough before he makes his turn, which causes the bow. Now he'll put a bow in at this end as well. You can see he's already at an angle. Ooh, what happened there? That was very odd. It's like he didn't trigger the field being there. Oh well, we'll get back to that. Get that cleaned up shortly. And he should be, well, he's about 60%. Let's get this over into place. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pull this over here, and hopefully he'll offload before he continues. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to park this right here. I'm going to switch to cultivator. I want to just check something. Yeah, see that there's no functionality anymore to where it used to be that you had the ability to, when you're offloading, to stop or continue driving, but that functionality is no longer there, it appears. So let's see what he does. Whether he's, being I'm on normal, not auto, he should stop and wait to offload. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. Now, had it been on auto, he would have continued to drive. Let's just back up to make sure we're getting most of that as we can. And let's get ready to move. Okay. And we go to this one here. That is very strange. See, he picked it up. What is he doing? That's very, very odd. I'm not sure why that's happened or what he's done. I'll have to fool around with Auto Tractor some more and just make sure I've got my turn radius and my headlamps all set up correctly. Now, I still haven't downloaded and messed with Courseplay. I really want to. I've been meaning to, but like I said, I've been kind of reluctant to. I mean, to me it seems like it's really confusing, and it's got me a little, I'm not gonna lie, it's got me a little I don't want to say scared. Scared's not really the correct word, but it's got me a little leery, a little worried that it may not work the way it should be, and that I won't be able to get it set up correctly, and then I'll look like a fool. Not that I don't mind looking like a fool. I do that quite well anyway. Those of you who know me in real life know that I can be quite the foolish person. I do enjoy making people laugh. I am a big comedian at heart. And speaking of comedians, as most of you already know by now, I'm sure, one of my biggest heroes and one of the, in my opinion, greatest minds in the world, Robin Williams, took his own life a few weeks back. It really did a blow to me, as someone that was so full of joy and laughter, or brought so much joy and laughter to people's lives, and especially me. I mean, I remember watching him live back in the 70s and stuff as a child, and I mean, for me, there was no greater wit, no greater mind that was so quick and so snappy. He could just go in a million directions at once, and he credits his hero as Jonathan Winters, who was also similar to that as well. Another quick-witted mind. But Robin Williams, like I said, was always a hero of mine. He did suffer apparently from depression and some other things as well. I know exactly what that's like. I too suffer from serious depression at times. I am an ex-combat veteran, as you know. I'm also an ex-firefighter paramedic. So I have seen a lot of stuff that has caused me to question my existence in times and such at times. I am a joyful person. I do really enjoy life. I enjoy making people laugh, and I enjoy laughing as well. So there's no concern about me following in his footsteps. Please don't think that. But depression and PTSD and mental health issues is a big issue that needs to be addressed more in life, as a lot of people view it as a stigma. I know in the military for a long time that if you admit it to PTSD or post-traumatic stress disorder or shell shock, as it used to be called in World War II, it was a big stigma on your career, and it could hurt your career. That's not the case so much anymore, as PTSD has become a known and recognized illness by the Veterans Affairs Office for disabilities and stuff. So we are making strides in that front, but if you know anybody that has or suffers from depression or PTSD or any of those mental health issues like that, please don't ever shut them out. They do require your acknowledgement, your friendship, and your understanding. So that's enough of that dark area and stuff like that. So let's get back to the happiness of the farming and stuff, what we're doing here, and the relaxation. So I'm going to turn auto tractor on here for a minute again. I got to go ahead and get going. I got to go offload Philip. And we'll get him started on the big field over here. And jump into place here. Whoop, almost skewered myself. Get this fired back up. And how are we doing on time? Almost time. We'll get him started. Make sure we don't hit nothing here. There we go. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Farming Sim 15. I know that was a big segue from what we were talking about to to Farming Sim 15 again. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we're in the positive mind frame right now and stuff like that. So let's get this going here. How's he doing? He's missing a couple spots, but we'll get that cleaned up. Let's go offload this. And what we'll do, being he's taking wheat out right now as well, and we got wheat, let's just drive alongside him and try to get filled up as much as possible before we go dump this off. Might as well. Go. That's going a little fast. Let's slow it down. Now I almost hit the slow down button on the EMS limiter, but dummy me, I've got my OBS recording set up to that same button, so I would have shut my recording off, so I have to just do it manually. I need to change my hotkeys for my recording. And we are full. Let's go ahead and go dump. Go. And how are we doing on the animal front? Let's quickly go through and look. so. Okay, 110%. They're good. 4 eggs in there. Pigs were up to 13. They're at 100%. All looking good there. And cows 110%. All looking good. 5,000 liters in the milk tank. And doing very well. I'm happy with that. And excuse me, let me get up out of here. And we'll go park the truck up down at the end of the field. And we can start spraying some manure real fast, as this episode's almost to an end. We'll just park the truck right here. And we'll spray some manure down. We'll have to clean this up as well. Okay, you have to get into position. And away we go. Now it's always tough to judge this spreader after doing the liquid manure spreader. It's such a vast spray difference that it really throws me off. And unfortunately, we're kind of stuck with this. I'm going to have to raise my camera up or we're going to really be into the trees. And we're going to be way off on here as well. There we go. Kind of recovered fairly decently. I'm almost tempted to do this with the pellet spreader because it's such a larger spray pattern. And we don't have to worry about filling it up as much. As this is already almost empty and all we got was 2 passes out of it. Looks like we maybe get almost 3 passes out of it. Yeah, we're going to be a little short. That's too bad. So we'll go take this over and get ready to fill it up again. Now, unfortunately, the cultivator is on our front end loader. But looks like he's done. And so is a Phillip. So let's quickly jump out here. We'll go offload Phillip, who happens to be over the crops, so we're going to have to drive over the crops a little bit. We'll wait till the last second. Don't want to drive over at all. There we go. Let's go over to Alan here. Let's quickly take care of this ourselves. Like so. Now we're going to have to go move that truck, otherwise he's going to be a little upset with us because he won't be able to continue. Let's quickly get over here and get this. Looks like we might make it. There we go. Let's tab through and get out of his way. And what we could do is let's drive down to the end down here. We'll park it up again, let him fill up. Or let him offload, rather. Go. And we'll take this over to the manure pile. We'll park it up there and we'll call it our episode. So we've got 2 fields cultivated, 3 fields harvested, and starting on our 4th harvested field. And we're looking good. We are on track. We are on track for a good harvest, I think. Beans, we don't have no wheat great demands coming up. We're probably going to offload some wheat, and that will help drive up the demand for the barley as well. So when great demand for barley comes along, it should be really nice and high. So there we go, guys. I'm going to leave it there. Call it our episode. Mash that like up button. As always, it really helps me out. You guys have no idea how much that helps me out. It lets me know that what I'm doing is being enjoyed, and it just helps other people find the channel as well. Share it with your friends. Share the videos. It really helps me out. I really do appreciate it. And as always, please leave your comments and suggestions below. I do reply to them all, whether it be positive or negative. I really do enjoy the interaction with everybody. So until next time, thank you for joining me on the Old Family Farm for Farming Simulator 2013. I'm Akiic ToDaHead, also known as Michael. You guys have a great day. We'll see you all later. Bye-bye.